Welcome to the Ultimate Entertainment Nexus, your one-stop destination for top tens list, kill counts, reaction, cover songs, memes, shorts. Join us where we explore the world of entertainment that twisted of what if said unique perspectives. Get ready to dive into the world of endless possibilities, entertaining like never before. Subscribe now and join the fun. Thank you. And I gladly to say I'd kick you out 900 like a boss. Because, well, here's some ultimate anime news. Well, today, just for today, I made 1,000 subscribers. Did I made it to the program? Nope. YouTube didn't monetize me. That's bull. They should just made it to 1,000 subscribers, not watch hours or public watch hours, because frankly, there's no way one person can get a public watch hours. Everybody been taking up time with more important things. I made 1,014 subs. And I actually am doing my kill count. Uh, I'm actually going to get into the facts of the kill count beforehand and because the horror wiki actually come up with the ideal. The the horror comedy is Cabin Fever, released in 2002 by my favorite horror director, Eli Roth. Oh, Eli Roth, the man who actually directed Hostel Part 2, The Green Inferno, and Thanksgiving. He also did Death Wish. He also expanded his genre to Death Wish and Knock Knock. And also his fantasy, The Clock in the Walls. And Notorious. He also helped out with Notorious Bastards. And also Spat Pack. But he also did but I actually will do Cabin Fever 2, Spring Fever, Cabin Fever. Patient Zero. Honestly, Cabin Fever. He actually did it with the master of horror, David Lynch. He actually met David Lynch. He is the master of body horror. With a .5 billion budget with 3.5 million made in the Toronto Film Festival, he is a stellar in horror films. He is actually making the science fiction of Borderlands. He made Thanksgiving. He made Aftershock. Green. Honestly, Eli Roth Grindhouse Thanksgiving is actually just a fake trailer for his actual Thanksgiving. And I will actually tell you more about Eli Roth actually went to a horse farm in actual the origin of the film. He went to a horse farm in freaking freaking he went to a fucking horse farm in this before the film is made and got a horse infection in the rotten hay. A barn and broke out his sores and started to bled and peel off when he shaved. So he co-wrote the within New England, New York University, Randy Peterson in 1995, and he actually do. He was actually going to sell it and make it profitable, but Scream was actually profitable. But to tell you the truth, he actually wanted to actually do it, and not only the gore, it be used of the word, the N word for blacks. I can't say it. Early the films for the fall of 2002, Rob and Lauren Murray have a $5,000 to begin budget and shoot. Honestly, the budget is actually really good. He actually had to reshot with a new dog and no money replacement. The producer cast real police, real police attack dogs. Honestly, they cast real police attack dogs. They actually do everything, and Eli Roth from Hostel, actor Michael, was originally going to play Justin, aka Grimm, but Rosenbaum wasn't able to produce because he was in Smallville. But you know who actually played Grimm? None other than Eli Roth himself. Honestly, everybody actually did a good job, and this trip, filming schedule and later shot that because everybody trip and have injuries during the filming, and days of numbers and shot middle of the night. During the sex scene with strong writer, Ela Roth later said Vincent to completely made it, but Vincent, who is a previous player student who never wore clothes in a non-teenage movie, wasn't concerned of overexposing herself. Honestly, I'm not going to get over it, but its sequels is actually created by Ty West, and Cabin Fever was free. Patient Zero is actually produced in the Caribbean Seas. It was actually produced a title outbreak, but it was actually going to be not produced. How many kills did this movie produce? Let's find out. Oh, and honestly, a man is walking in the woods, come upon a dog that he believed that is asleep in, and start poking a few times. He pulled up and noticed the dog's flesh is rotten and the blood score in process. And we got the title card! This is the first time I ever. Actually, the title card was beginning, but you know what I get. Meanwhile, 5 college, we actually met Chef, Macy, Paul, Karen, and Bert. I'm actually going to. Paul is played by Strong Rider. Everybody knows Strong Rider from his role as Boy Me World's Sean Hunter. But we actually going to see he actually is in the Tufadale horror movie, the Borderland horror movie, Spy School, and Pulse Free. He also in Darkest Sky, Penthouse, and Too Late. He never been. He also played as Tom Lucifer for Third Lucifer in Star versus the Force of Evil. And 100 question. Bones? Honestly, he's not acting anymore. And we meet Karen, played by Jordan Ladd. Ladd actually plays in Embrace of the Vampire, which is a direct-to-video erotic horror movie. Never Been Kissed, a romantic comedy. The Specials, a super American superhero comedy. Little Crazy Things, The Darkened Room. It's a Lynch horror movie. Club Dread, a comedy slasher. Madhouse, Waden Island. Hostel Part 2. Oh my god. Death Proof, Grace, and Assault with the Brentwood Strangler. But she is also is Saved by the Bell. And we got Macy, played by Sarah Vincent, who actually is in not a teenage movie, but she also in Murder Set Pieces, Sasquatch Mountain, Return of Haunted Hill, Skin a History of Nudity, and The Legend of the White Dragon. And we got Jeff. The one that played Jeff is it played as Trooper, as a college boy in Trooper, Sweet Lou in Grind, Sasha Squad as Shirts, Ricky Backups as the Good Live Hard and Sell Hard, Alter Ego, Bloodsucking Bastards, Big Bear, and Useless Human. But also Gypsy Andrews, who actually will be in the fucking sequel. No joking, he's in the 2009 sequel, Spring Fever. He's actually a Sweet Walker, White Dwarf, Independence Day, which I kind of will cover if I. Honestly, they actually drive up into the rural Alabama on the way to the woods. They rented a cabin in the woods. They actually made a boy with a neurodivergent boy. If you know what that means, he can't talk. He bit Paul's hand because he say pancakes and bit Paul's hand. And the locals are suspicious and scorn the outsiders. No joke. You let somebody bit your hand. I cannot believe you let somebody bit your hand. No, I'm not Jewish. I am a Christian. I just. When they arrive in the cabin, Jeff and Marcy immediately retire to the bed and have sex. Marcy actress is in a 19 movie, so she's really not she is really okay with nudity scenes. Paul and Karen go for a swim, while Bert go hunting for squirrels. He accidentally shoots a man who discovered a rotten dog from the beginning of the hunting and mistaken for a squirrel. By the time his face is badly rotten. And scared Bert shoots him again to repel him and runs to the cabin. Bert, if you see somebody that asks you for a mercy kill, please do it. Because you will save the whole mess. That evening, honestly, the whole evening they tell the story about the account, the ghost story. But I'm actually going to count the ghost story. The Atlanta employee that killed the hammering the guy and the happy ball guy that got bashed in the head, but used his severed head as a bowling ball. After they did, they meet Grim and Dr. Mumbo. Grim is actually played by Eli Roth, and Dr. Mumbo is actually is a police dog, which I mentioned earlier. They actually out surrendered enjoying marijuana and start to rain in the house. Honestly, the men from earlier that got infected disease badly as a bird that Bert shot desperate to help Bert. The hermit actually tried to drive away with the car, vomit blood, exit, and they light and die in the lake. I am not joking. Henry is simulated. Is simulated means burn alive. The next morning, they meet Deputy Wilson, which you guys know this fucking asshole do not do anything to get a tow truck. So Paul called the tow truck. Jeff and Bird walk off, and meet a woman that actually is related to the hermit they kill. Karen actually drank the water that got contaminated by the infected lake and got better, and later discovered that she got boils infected by and she need to be quarantined. Fearing the Ellen as well the men, they actually situation. Honestly, Karen is actually the next day. Karen quickly deteriorate, and they assist that helping Karen is actually drive her to the doctor, and Paul and Marcy assist helping Karen, and Jeff runs off the room with beer, the only reliable drinking source. Hey Jeff, douchebag, fuck you! Marcy yells at him to says that he abandoned them, and honestly, Bert actually alive and plead them to call the doctor, and the boy that is non talking say pancakes and bit Bert again, but he's actually infected with the virus, and now Bert is trying. Now his father and the other people, rednecks, friends are going to kill him with rifles. Alone in the cabin, Paul and Marcy sit on the bed and reassure, but till the doom is sick and grab the next person and have sex. They're going to die soon, be dead soon. She seduced Paul and while sex, Paul suggests concern aren't using the condom, and they actually really after finish sex worries that he going to affect that is pulling out the listen over it. Marcy discovered that she have red marks and the grab the sexual heat. A little later, Marcy Paul told Marcy that he going to go back and bring Jeff back, and he actually walked and Paul uncomfortable sleeping with her, and insists that the cabin completely alone, and Marcy Buffett weeps and develop the marks made Paul made on her are gruesome and wound in Karen. Honestly, Paul had been noticing that the body flowing away, and they said don't drink the water. And honestly, Marcy shaving her leg, and her leg being, and she got attacked by Dr. Mambo. Honestly, Grim got mauled by his dog probably. Marcy got mauled by the dog. But what actually happened is it it burned Paul actually kill Dr. Mamba with the rifle. Then they go check, and Karen's face is rotten. And to uh, to end her suffering is impale her head with a shovel. And honestly, to actually Bertha and her pursuers actually pursue, and the gun shot Bertha, and Paul successfully killed the store owner and his friends. I mean, Bert got shot. Forrester got stabbed in the ear with the screwdriver. Tommy got impaled with shotgun. Honestly, after we actually see the pursuers actually got killed, they actually have found only finds Grimm's body that actually burnt the and yeah, burnt actually Paul knocked out. Honestly, the polygon got suffocation. Dennis got the virus. Jeff got shot multiple times. Andy got shot multiple times. Polygon got unknown. And honestly, the doctor, honestly, he actually collapsed on a nearby trucker, and he was interrogated by the doctor, and where he got the infection, and he was left alone, and his infection disease have on his belly, and the doctor determined that larger to the hospital, and Paul warned them about the water in the reservoir, and only the water that he to the water. Jeff, the next morning, Jeff comes out of the woods where he come back, and he was actually shot and thrown into the fire pit. And Paul is secretly dumped, and body affects the water in the natural spring, and a possible start the pandemic. How many kills did this cabin fever? Let's find out and get. Uh, I got if. Uh oh. Let's get let's get to the numbers. About about 18 people died in cabin fever. With a runtime of 92 minutes, we got a kill average every 10.9 minutes. Almost 11 minutes. With the great acts of execution, I give it to Furnister. Stabbed through the ear with a screwdriver by Paul. Honestly, this is actually a really powerful kill, and honestly, I actually will say it's actually the whipping would accept for lamest kill would go to the unnamed polygon by unknown. Because he actually coughed up blood. He actually got infected by Paul, but he actually got infected by unknown means. Cabin fever was followed by cabin fever, spring fever. And cabin fever patient 0, and cabin fever the reboot. Well, you guys have a good day. Bye. Are you ready for my next skill count? Cabin Fever 2 Spring Fever, released in 2009, is actually the best of the. Is actually got more kills than the freaking of this. The Cabin Fever franchise. This Cabin Fever Spring Fever have more kills than ever. And but they do have more kills in this upcoming film. And we'll look at the behind the scenes of the movies. Also,